So what's really great about The Source is this ability to combine the best of the corporate world and the best of the startup world. There's a lot that we can learn from each other. There's a lot of value in collaborating and working with each other. There's nothing that will replace the agility of a startup, but there's also a lot to learn from Spadel and the corporate's deep knowledge of the industry, know-how when it comes to scaling a business. When I screen for startups, I typically look for 4 key elements. First question I ask myself, is this a good fit for Spadel? We're only investing in the beverage space and only looking for startups that are creating a positive impact, so it has to be healthier, more natural, more sustainable propositions on the market. If it is a good fit for Spadel, then I will ask myself, do I believe that the team has what it takes to succeed? How strong is the team? We're really looking for visionary entrepreneurs, but who are also able to execute. So this combination of clear vision, but also strong capabilities when it comes to executing. And so really looking for the entrepreneurs who will be able to pivot along the way, who will be able to do a lot with little, ultimately have what it takes to scale a venture. The third question I ask myself is, do I believe in the business that's being built? So here I really try to understand if the founders know exactly who their consumer is, why they buy the product, have they found the right product market fit that can be accelerated. Here I will be looking for proof of customer traction and really try to identify what's unique about the product that they've built and the brand, and do I believe that ultimately it has the potential to scale. And last but not least, we are a VC investor, so I obviously ask myself, does the deal make financial sense? Here it's about making sure that everything aligns. Do I believe in the assumptions in the business case? Does the valuation reflect the real value of the company and the strengths of the founders? Does the ticket size that we would have to invest align with the way we work? All of that combined tells me if it's a startup I want to invest into. Of all the ventures we get in touch with, only a very small percentage gets an investment from The Source. So we're really looking for the best out there. We have 8 active startups in the portfolio right now, and we've been working with the founders for a few years. When I talk to them, I think the biggest value that we bring, or the differentiator, is really the fact that we are a strategic investor. We are tied to Spadel, a corporate, and there's value added in the relationship. Not only do we bring money to the table, because the founders and the startups need money to grow, but they're also looking for smart money. And so our knowledge of the industry, the role we play as a strategic sounding board, being there to think with them about the key strategic topics to grow, the access that they get to our internal experts. We can easily put them in touch with the right people in sales, marketing, logistics, manufacturing, and so on. We can also put them in touch with people in the industry, open up our network. It's up to them to close the deal, but we can open the door for them, and that typically goes quite a long way and is very, very appreciated. I think what the founders also appreciate is the way we work with them on a daily basis on The Source. So they are in the driver's seat. We are there as co-pilot when it makes sense. So we pay close attention to not disrupting their way of working and making sure that they get value from interacting with us, but that they have all the freedom that's needed to execute the business in the right way. There's a lot that we can learn from the ventures and a lot of value that can be created for Spadel. I'll just give a few examples. Number one, via The Source, we're able to monitor what's happening on the market. We get access to early trends. We're able to spot patterns from a very early stage. We have founders pitching to us every week or so, and so that's really valuable for us. Number two, there's value to infusing more entrepreneurship within Spadel and our team, so creating interactions, contacts between the founders and their teams and Spadel teams. There's a lot that we can learn from the way the startups operate with agility. They're able to do so much with such little resources. So sometimes even for a corporate, that can be a lot of learning on this front. And I'm also a believer that when it comes to growing, building new brands in emerging categories, the startup will have the agility, the ability to pivot, deep contact with the consumer, with the customer, and will be able to do what it takes to find the product market fit a lot more efficiently than a corporate will do. So why not taking advantage of that and really letting the startups build it in the early stage of the venture. It's going to be really exciting to continue supporting the ventures and seeing them reach some key milestones. We are lucky to have quite successful startups who are growing at a nice speed. I'm also quite excited to see some momentum within Spadel, I would say. There's been a shift in perception around the source. People are really excited to learn more about what we do. I get a lot of questions from our colleagues at Spadel, and a lot of people want to be more involved with the source venture. So I do see this spirit of entrepreneurship becoming more and more alive within Spadel as well, and that's exciting. And last but not least, I'm really looking forward to a first acquisition by Spadel of one of our ventures. That's the goal down the line, and it will make the vision come to life, eventually helping Spadel build a whole new business on top of its core business today and successfully diversifying its activities.